Hello students. So in our previous video we have learned about weather and climate. What is weather, what is climate? We have differentiated it. Okay. So weather is a means at present condition. Okay, means what is the present condition of our atmosphere, means it is cloudy, sunny or windy, etc. Okay, but a climate, what is a climate, bacho? Climate is a average weather condition over a long period of time, means over 100 years, 200 years. Okay, so it depends upon the distance from the sun also. So there will be many factors which influence climate. Okay, so we have learned about so many factors, those are influencing climate, like distance from the sea. Okay, the area which is the distance, as the distance increases, the humidity decreases. Okay, the land which is near to the sea gets more humid air. Okay, also distance from the equator, because the sun rays falls continuously throughout the year on the equator. Okay, so the region near the equator will be more hot. Okay, now height above the sea level. So the height, as the height increases, the temperature decreases. Okay, that's why we feel cold air at the top of the mountain, and just below the mountain we will feel the hot air. Okay, prevailing winds also one of the factors which influence climate, also the amount of moisture in the air. Okay, so now in today's video we are going to learn about the heat zones. Okay, so what are the heat zones? We know that sun is the main source of heat and light for the earth. Okay, we get heat and light from the sun. Okay, so depending upon the amount of heat received from the sun, the earth can be divided into three types, three heat zones. Okay, so what are those heat zones? Look, first of all, we know that sun is continuous, sun is vertical to the equator. So equator receives sun rays throughout the year. So the region near the equator will be more hotter than the than other parts. Okay, so let us discuss these heat zones, which are of three types. So first one is the tropical zone, second one is the temperate zone, and third one is the polar zone or the frigid zone. Okay, so look at the image here. You can clearly see that this dotted line is a equator. Okay, so the region near to the equator means this tropical zone. Okay, this tropical zone. So this tropical zone will be more hotter than this temperate zone and frigid zone. Okay, because this region receive the sunlight throughout the year. Okay, so let us read this. The tropical zone is also known as torrid zone. So you have to underline this part, that tropical zone is known as torrid zone. Okay, so it lies on both sides of the equator, above the equator also and below the equator. Look, below the equator this is called southern hemisphere. Okay, and above equator we just name it as northern hemisphere. Okay, so tropical zone or torrid zone lies on both sides, in northern hemisphere also and in southern hemisphere also. Okay, so it extends from the Tropic of Cancer in the north to the Tropic of Capricorn in the south. So this is Tropic of Cancer and this is Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, so it lies in between these two tropics. Okay, this region receives maximum amount of heat and moisture. Thus, the climate is hot and humid throughout the year. Okay, because it receives the sunlight throughout the year, that's why its climate. Now, I'm not talking about weather. Weather maybe someday it is windy, maybe someday it is rainy, but the climate of this region is hot and humid throughout the year. Okay, now let's talk about temperate zone. So what is temperate zone? Look, just above the tropical zone and just below the tropical zone, there is temperate zone. Now just above means the northern temperate zone in the northern hemisphere is called north temperate zone, and temperate zone in southern hemisphere is called south temperate zone. Okay, so it is divided into two types. Now the temperate zone lies in both hemispheres. In northern hemisphere it extends from tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle. Look, this is the Arctic Circle. You can see a clear a straight line here. This is the Arctic Circle. Okay, so above that it is Arctic Circle, and below that it is Antarctic Circle. Okay, so it extend from Tropic of Cancer to the Arctic Circle in northern hemisphere, and in southern hemisphere it extend from the Tropic of Capricorn to the Antarctic Circle, means here up to here. Antarctic Circle, this straight line. So these regions receive moderate amount of heat from the sun, means look here, the sun will be here. Okay, so the direct sun rays will be falling on equator and the means near part of equator, but here the sun rays will become slant. Okay, so slanting rays does not provide that much of heat that it can provide in this tropical zone. Okay, so here these regions receive moderate amount of heat from the sun. Okay, so thus the climate in this zone is neither very hot or nor very cold. Okay, because they receive sunlight. Okay, so they are not very cold, but they receive sunlight in less amount, so they are not very hot. So its climate is neither very hot neither very cold, means suitable. Okay, now we will talk about polar zone. So above this Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle we have zones which are polar zone, and they are also known as freezed zone. Okay, freezer and freezed. Okay, so it lies in both the hemisphere. In northern hemisphere it extends from the Arctic pole to the North Pole. North Pole is just 90 degree at the equator. Okay, so it extends from Arctic Circle to the North Pole. In the southern hemisphere it extends from the Antarctic Circle to the South Pole, this greenish part in this figure. Okay, so these regions receive very little amount of heat from the sun. Look, the sun rays get slanted up to temperate zone. Okay, so hardly they reach up to freezed zone, and they reach, sometimes they reach because earth is tilted like this. Okay, so this part will become near to the sun, so sometimes this Arctic Circle will receive the light. Okay, and sometime look, when it is tilted like this, so sometimes Antarctic Circle will receive less amount of heat from the sun. Okay, so thus this zone remains very cold throughout the year. Throughout the year, look, as by name we can say that these are freezed zones, means we can see the ice here there. Okay, means all part will be covered by ice. So the air temperature is mostly below 0 degrees. Yes, because so much of ice is there, that's why the temperature is below 0 degree, because the water start cooling at 0 degree centigrade. Okay, and below to it. So this is the coldest part of the earth. These are the coldest part of the earth, not this is, these are the coldest part of earth, Antarctic zone and Arctic zone. Okay, now to learn and understand the influence of weather and climate on our daily life, what does it provide or it influence in our daily life, we will study the relationship in four regions. What are those four regions? First we will study hot and wet region. Okay, hot and dry region, very cold region, and extreme climate region. Extreme climate means like Antarctic and Arctic. Okay, so I hope you understood the chapter. Now here is the assignment for you. You have to do this exercise part. Question answers I will provide to you. Okay, thank you.